what was shown to me was there are energies, there are new levels of authenticity that this planet has not seen before, that people have not experienced here before. And they are being activated right now. There is a new template, this divine template that's being laid out onto the magnetic grid of the earth, which is clearing out a lot of the memories and the emotions that were deeply imprinted in it from the past. And this whole experience of our earth under this virus, this thing that's kind of trapped humanity, keeping us in the mental plane for collectively, that is being swept off the planet right now. And we're seeing sort of the last remnants of what this will all look like while that exists. So it's not completely gone yet, but the new template is literally being downloaded right now. And certain people are being activated to anchor in these energies, and then it's going to spread to other people. And what would the world look like without us being trapped in the mental construct, the little me consciousness of the small self, the part that is solely based in ego, the part that is disconnected from its source, the part that lives in separation and fear and chronic anxiety and stress and scarcity, like all of these things. This was so clear to me. Humans were not designed for this. Humans were never meant to be in this, although everything is purposed and everything has its place. It was showing me that this trap that we've had, this overlay of this false matrix reality we've been in, has served a purpose. And now its purpose is done with, and it's no longer going to be allowed, so it's literally being swept away. And we are coming back to our true divine nature. We're coming back to who we have always been, what's always been true about us. And we're starting to remember, because we've gone so far away from that. And it was staggering when I felt that. I was laughing for like 5 minutes at the hilarity of just how much we go into the amnesia when we come into this life, how much we forget of who we really are. And that's part of the game. But now a new game is being played where we're gonna be in the body and know who we are and get to experience life from that place. And it is so incredible. I can't put it into words. It has to be experienced, but that's what's coming. That's part of this divine template that's being installed right now. And these old energies are getting so loud, and they are fighting with everything they have to stay in place. But it's like a screaming child having a temper tantrum. You know, they're gonna do that, and then eventually they're gonna calm down, and they're gonna have to accept what's going on. So that is on the way, and we will be existing in a place of collectively where our baseline is joy, our baseline is freedom, divine sovereignty, unity, freedom of expression, where there's no remnants of, you know, the witch burnings. And when you start to become enlightened, or you start to expand your awareness, people start accusing you and they don't understand you, and the fear comes in and wants to take that out. Like, all of that's gonna be gone, and it will be so beautiful because we'll have no interference. So we'll be our true selves, and we'll get to build communities from that place. We'll get to build a new world from that place. And this is happening right now. The way that things have been, the enslavement through the mental schisms that have been programmed into us, are being swept away. And all of our emotions, all of the parts of us that keep us rooted in the past, our memories, like I said, our belief systems, our attitude towards life and ourself, that's being upgraded, and that is being healed, and all of those things are coming up to be released. And for some of us, for most of us, it's very intense. Some of us have been through this process really intensely a few years ago or last year. We're all in different places, but that's what's going on right now. It's literally the old story of us dying off so that we can upgrade, so that we can come back to the truth and get to live from that place. And I saw the beauty of that and what our world is gonna look like with that. And it was the plan that's unfolding is so much grander and so much just beyond what my imagination could ever conceive in terms of how beautiful it is and how amazing this earth is. We were meant to be in love with ourselves. We were meant to be in love with life, with the earth, with each other, to live in this passionate existence where we're almost like drunk in love with everything. It's like this intoxicating just love with our environment and everything going on, and everything's just flowing through. There's no thought. It's all feeling based. We can sense each other's energies. We can communicate with less words and more feeling and more authentic expression. So there is so much more to who you are, to who we are, beyond the constructs of our ego and our memory and, oh, well, this is who I've always been. Like, no, there are so many more layers to you that you could never possibly know, but you will start to experience this. And the more you release, the more that you are willing to let go of the ways that you've known yourself, then you will get to have those experiences a lot more, and you'll get a sense of, wow, this is me on a level that I never thought possible. And that just keeps expanding, like to a point where I don't know if it has a ceiling. It keeps going, and it feels so good. It feels so in alignment. It feels so just like you, in a way that again is not able to be expressed in words, but I can promise you that's what's coming. That's what's next in this story. That's what's unfolding. And what we're seeing in front of us with this oppression and this division and all of the issues that are going on in our world, like that's the last of the old energy playing out, and it's being swept away. And what's been going on is no longer going to be allowed, and it's being purged. And we are all collectively and individually purging these old energies out of us. And some of us are having the dark night of the soul right now. Some of us are feeling more free than they ever have. So everyone's kind of in different places, but we're all here to support each other through that. And ultimately, there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. Everything is going to be okay. And the only thing that we need to really do is allow our feelings. Allow our feelings, keep the peace in our heart, support one another through the processes that we're going through, and notice that a lot of people right now are expressing from their pain, from their shadows, from the not self, and others are being activated and their heart is opening to a new level where they can have a lot of compassion for that, and they can see that and they can help people through that. So this was so clear to me in this vision. This was so clear to me in this experience. I had a lot of doubt, you could say, and maybe some worry about where the earth is going and what's unfolding, and things are happening really fast right now in a way that I didn't love. And this vision, this experience came to me to show me what's in store for us. And we're playing out something that's already happened, and we can't let our outside reality dictate how we're feeling. We have to take our power back. We have to recognize that what's going on inside of us is being reflected on the outside, and it's always been that way. Our consciousness governs matter. That's not even fantasy, that's quantum physics, if you have ever studied that. We're in a world that's very influenceable, a world that works with us, where atoms are shifting and moving, and timelines and doors are opening and closing based on what we're thinking and what we're feeling and the choices that we make. So we're always navigating through this reality from that place, and now we're starting to recognize how to play this game and how to play it in a way that is the highest good for everybody, because before this it was played in a way that was not that way, and it was, ooh, I know this game, how can I manipulate it and control others and get more for me? That's how it's been, and that's gotta go. This is the me to we phase. This is the Aquarian age. This is where all the truths are gonna come out. This is where we are gonna learn who we are, and we're gonna come back to our divine eternal nature. And it is such an upgrade that my invitation to you is, when you feel like you want to hold on to something and you feel like you want to hold on to aspects of yourself, know that when you let that go, what's going to replace it is so much better and so beyond what you can conceive in a beautiful way. And that's what a lot of us are doing. We're holding on to the old ways. We're holding on to the suffering because it's familiar. We're holding on to the old emotional addictions of the old self and the old story. Even though that's trying to die, we're holding on to it, not letting it die. No, that's who I am. And there's a lot of support in this. There's a lot of, that's why a lot of healers, spiritual coaches, people that are doing that, playing that role, pivotal to partner with them, pivotal. I went through a lot of suffering because I tried to do it by myself, and I was ashamed of, feeling like I didn't want anyone to feel sorry for me. I didn't want anyone to know what was going on for me. But this is a time where you're going to open up and share so that you can receive what you're needing. You can receive the help and the support that's going to get you through this, and it can save you a lot of bullshit. So that's what came to me. That's what was there in my experience, and this is going to get amazing. Okay, we got a storm going on right now. We're gonna get through that. We gotta hold each other through that. We gotta be strong. We gotta be willing to let go of all of the old and step into the unknown. Be in the newness of the brand new story that's unfolding before us. And it's never an easy process when you are shifting in consciousness to a higher level. So a lot of truths will happen, will come out and shock maybe a lot of people. But know that this is just light going into the dark places, and it's making what's been unknown known so that we can all face it, realize it, and bring light to it. And then that's how we release these shadows, not only for ourselves, but for our world. So I feel really good about what's coming. And I am here to help people to anchor in this vision, to give people the experience that I had, and to share that, because that's what we're here to do. So I had to put this out there, and I hope that you connected with it in some kind of way, and I hope that the vibration of the words that I'm using and the way that I'm communicating this can give you a sense of peace, can give you a sense of, oh, there's nothing to fear, there's nothing to worry about. I understand this process a little bit more. I feel a little bit better in my body about this. I trust. That's the main thing, trust. Trust yourself, trust life, trust this plan that's unfolding. It's all happening for us, and it's the perfect time. We asked for this, and we could not continue the way that we were going because our earth was being destroyed. And we were destroying ourselves, and we were allowing these bullshit things to happen, like all of our soil getting destroyed and pumped full of chemicals, and our air getting polluted, and our oceans getting destroyed, and us going to war with each other. That's really low consciousness. And now we're elevating, and we are going to be in a place where we work in harmony with the earth, we work in harmony with the land, one another, and we will be building from a much higher level of consciousness, and that earth is going to be, we're going to restore it back to the Garden of Eden that it always was meant to be, and we are returning home as humans to who we always were meant to be. Like I said, that passionate, that just delight to be alive and to be in this body and to have this temporary experience and to celebrate that with each other. That's where we're headed. So I hope you enjoy this transmission, and I will see you soon.